Welcome to Parenting Boys Q&A episode 23 with Coach Abibo Berepele. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and share the values you get from here with other parents so they can also learn. Together we'll raise responsible, productive, and purposeful champions that will transform generations. Today we have a question to respond to. Say, hello Coach Abibo. My son seems to lack empathy and often doesn't understand how his actions affect others. It's affecting his siblings and the entire family. How can I help him deal with it? Because he needs to learn empathy. Yes, empathy is very important. Boys who do not have empathy will hurt others. And sometimes they don't have empathy because we as their parents do not show empathy. I often say that hurting boys hurt others. When your boy does not see empathy from you, alright, he lacks that sense of empathy. It affects the way he does things. So he does not show empathy because you, as the first role model of your son, lacks empathy. So when you yell, nag, keep hitting your son, keep shouting, every little thing, you judge, you criticize, you label him, you lack empathy. So it will affect the way he sees things. Yes, so I remember an incident that happened. A mother beat up his son, his first son, and the boy was trying to walk out. His younger brother wanted to come and say, I'm sorry, and hug him. And because he was already angry, he pushed the younger brother out. And the younger brother fell and hurt his head. And the parents beat him up again. Why do you think he lacked empathy? Because his parent also lacked empathy. So he picked lack of empathy from his parent and he expressed it with his younger one. So the first thing again is model empathy. Show empathy in your relationship and interaction with others. Children learn by observation more than by words. So your behavior can set an example. It's the standard. You are the standard. You are the model. You are the template. You are the role model. You are the mentor. See, your attitude should not be a tormentor instead of a mentor. Don't torment your son with your attitude. Be a right mentor, a positive role model. Second thing is discuss feelings. Talk about how different actions can make others feel. Use real life examples or stories to illustrate the impact of his behavior on others and on himself. Also encourage positive perspectives. Yes, encourage him to put himself in other people's shoes. Well, people say stop putting yourself in other people's shoes. The shoe may be smelling. But all the same, to think about how if others treat him this way, how he will feel, if it's going to be right or wrong. That way, your son begins to see it like, oh, it's better to treat people this other way than to do it this way. So make him understand this. Now, praise empathic behavior. Let me say it again. You see, we always complain about the things our sons didn't do right. What about the things they did right? So acknowledge and praise him when he shows empathy. Yes. Or consideration. Positive reinforcement can encourage these behaviors. Don't just always complain. Oh, you're only complaining. No. What about complimenting? What about affirming? What about praising? What about sharing? Oh, share with people how he's nice, how your son is showing empathy, how he's kind. Go ahead to do this. What happens is when you do that, your son begins to see himself as loving, caring, supportive, and he will want to increase it because he feels happy that you are celebrating him in front of others. That's exactly what many parents missed while raising their sons. And that's why it looks like, okay, nobody cares about me, so what should I do? Let me just do it the way I want to do it. No, your son needs to know he's loved. He needs to be celebrated. Provide opportunities for him to show empathy. Yes, create opportunities for him to practice empathy, such as helping a friend in need or volunteering. See, one thing we do is we take the boys to the orphanage. So they now begin to see how orphans live, and then they begin to help. We take them somewhere, they see how beggars, those children who beg on the street. We teach them how to show empathy, how to care for others. So your son should be part of the Boys Mentorship Academy. We give them tasks like that. Can they give out something they value to someone who also needs it? That's empathy. That's sharing. Real world experience can help your son learn empathy. Now, also make him understand that because he has the things he needs does not mean that he's better than any other person. Let him see people from the place of love, from the place of acceptance, from the place of making them feel special, because the way he treats others can be the way others will treat him. I'm sure you got values from this. Don't forget to teach your son empathy. Bring him to the Mentorship Academy where we teach him by practice and by wisdom.